Hey everyone, my name is Ian, also known as Always Generating online because that's genuinely a true statement. And this is my behind the scenes / workflow process for the Just an Idea music video. So I made this beat in Ableton and I wanted to sample it. So I threw that into Suno as a sample to base the track around. I wrote the lyrics and then fired off a few generations until I got one that I liked. After I had the music figured out, it was time for character and location design. The art style I had in mind for this was this cool 3D painted digital art hybrid style, so I experimented with a ton of different prompt combinations until I landed on this character. From there, I created a full body character sheet in Nano Banana so I had full visual coverage of my character. Next was creating the various locations in the same art style. I basically just kept generating different locations and experimented with different textures until I landed on a collection that I really liked. And then next after that was separating the full song into chunks. At the time of making this video, Runway didn't yet support audio as an input, so to get around this, I sectioned off my song into chunks of less than 15 seconds each and exported them all as just blank videos that all contained the audio. As a little workflow hack, make sure that each section overlaps a little bit so that you don't run into a sticky situation later in the edit, and also make sure that your video is less than 15 seconds. If it's exactly 15 seconds, Seedance might throw an error because of the way that it processes frames. Anyways, now that I had those chunks, it was time to generate everything in Runway. Jump into a new session, choose Seedance 2 as the video model, and upload the blank video, the character reference sheet, and the location reference into the multi-reference section and add a prompt. I bounced around a little bit with the prompting, but the primary foundation was this prompt that I'll leave on screen for a minute. Pause if you need because I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you'll get the point. Next, make sure native audio is turned on and make the generation length as close to your music segment length as possible without undercutting it. For an 8-second segment, 10 seconds would be perfect, but anything over 10 seconds gets a 15-second duration. And then you'll get an output that looks something like this.
Creators, it's good to see ya. I'm always generating and it's nice to meet ya. I'm here looking fly and we're rocking the runway, create and generate nearly every day.
On the surface, this is a cool generation and all, but it's not giving me that super flashy end result that you saw in the final video, and that's because we haven't gotten into the editing part yet. Each clip that I generated, I would pull my favorite little bits and pieces from, but we'll get there in a minute. Anyways, keep generating, change up the locations, change up the different image reference textures, and honestly just experiment a little bit with different prompt structures. My entire session ended up being about 150 generations between images and videos, but for the most part, I tried to keep it as consistent as possible with the prompt structure. In addition to the rapping segments, I also generated a bunch of videos of my character just dancing and not singing at all because I knew that I wanted to have B-roll coverage throughout my entire edit, so do that too if you want, obviously. At the end of the session, I ended up with 89 generations that I really liked. Some of them were 15-second outputs with multiple cuts, others were just single-shot 5-second generations. I was kind of just vibing with what I needed at the time. And then comes post-production. Thankfully, I've spent the majority of my professional career editing videos, so this part came really easily to me. I know it might not be the same for everyone out there, but it's super important to the end result. If I could give you some advice, it would be two main things. Number one, keep the edit pacing high. Always be cutting to new shots, keep things visually exciting and interesting, make sure that you're cutting on action, and keep things generally rhythmically aligned with the music. And number two, focus on telling a story, period. Once I had the base edit done, the last thing to do was to add some color correction to the whole thing. Then I wrapped it up with some cool chromatic aberration effects on some of the kick drums and of course captions. And when everything was said and done, we ended up with this final result.
Hey yo, what's poppin' creators? It's good to see ya. I'm always generating and it's nice to meet ya. I'm here looking fly and we're rocking the runway, create and generate nearly every day. You see, this one is an experiment to see how it works to make a music video with multi-cuts on the verse. But we don't stop there, we gotta get to the hook. I think it looks good and I got you all shook. This morning I had an idea, so I wrote it down. Then I logged into Runway and started playing around. A couple hours later, I had all that I need. So I threw it all together so that you could all see. Man, it's getting kinda crazy, all the stuff you can do. I can rap underwater or could be on the moon. The idea in your brain is what sparks the start. It's your own self-doubt that will tear it apart. Open up your computer and just create, so everyone can hear your story resonate. Make anything you like or make nothing at all. Simulate the world so I wrote it down. Then I logged into Runway and started playing around. A couple hours later, I had all that I need, so I threw it all together so that you could all see.
I hope that this video will be genuinely helpful to those of you that are trying to make videos inside of Runway. Start by creating a character and an art style, and then just kind of step your way into generating videos. They don't all have to be completely perfect outputs from start to finish. You only really need really solid 2 to 5 second chunks within that generation in order for it to be meaningful later when you get to post-production. So don't get discouraged. Not everything has to be perfect. Start small, work your way in, and kind of tiptoe through it. Most importantly though, and this is not a joke, have fun while you're doing it, seriously. If you have any additional questions about the workflow, make sure to drop them in the replies to this video. I will try to answer as many of them as possible, but the whole point of this video in the first place was to kind of show you my workflow process, and now you should have all the information to go make your own thing. So go do it. I'll see you next time.